Hello, I'm Professor Douglas Bourn. I'm Professor of Development Education at University College London, and we are a partner in this very exciting Eco Schools project. So I just want to say a little bit for a few minutes about why I see the importance of leadership within education as being an important part of this program. Education and sustainable development to learn about the environment and the wider world is becoming increasingly important priority for educational programs around the world. And I think one of the things that is important to make sure that becomes accepted as essential part of programs around the world is that educationists at all levels, whether teachers in the classroom, whether they are educational leaders within schools and colleges, wherever they may be, they need to be aware of and understanding and the importance of sustainability, understanding the environment, and understanding the need for us all to work together to achieve a more sustainable and address issues of climate change. What I want to pose in terms of thinking about leadership, what does that mean? And what are the responsibilities of educational leaders in this context? It's in part is just about understanding what this field is all about and why it's important. And that means to recognize that these themes and areas are an important part of all aspects of education and learning. And that means not just seeing it as a bit of content knowledge. It's also about actually a sense of social responsibility, that all educationalists at whatever levels have got to have some sense of social responsibility, environmental responsibility. So that means within a classroom, within a school, within an institution, promoting a culture of actually being caring about the environment, caring about the natural world, and caring about the way and how we act responsibly to achieve these issues. So there's a sense about providing some sense of an ethos within the institution, and that can mean what an institution looks like, whether there are recycling bins, or how things are promoted within classrooms and within buildings within an institution. It also means that you're not just having things there, but actually having things around that can inform people in terms of what they might want to do. So that sense of creating that culture, that way of seeing and engaging in these issues, to me is the most important thing. The second thing is that these areas around eco schools and environment and sustainability can be quite challenging areas for all teachers and all educationists and for young people. They may be interested in these areas, but to understand them is not easy. That means that if we're taking these issues seriously, it's not just the same of putting this on the curriculum or it happens on one afternoon in a classroom. But actually we have the opportunity to develop our understanding, our own professional development, to learn more about these issues. So secondly, I would say, is the need to provide opportunities for professional development for all teachers and educators to understand what these concepts, terms mean and how they can be involved. So that's the second thing. The third thing I would say is the need to develop this area of work as a challenge, as a long-term project. It means thinking about how we start to think about these things strategically. It means how we engage everyone within the educational institution to be involved and engage these issues. And that may well mean promoting particular initiatives, special days, special exhibitions, special projects that could be a way of enthusing, engaging everyone. So it's promoting a sense that this means something to all of us. So I would say that to me is the third thing that I would add in terms of what needs to be done. And I would say the final thing is that these areas require resources. They require increased support. So education, sustainability and ecological matters, environmental matters, often require additional books, textbooks. They may well also require the opportunities for young people to experience these issues in the outside world, to engage these issues. You can't just do that within the classroom. So to me, that means some commitment to resource these things, to provide opportunities to experience the natural world, to experience some of these environmental challenges. So to me, these are the sort of 4 things that I would see as important for all educational leaders to consider. The Eco Schools project is a very exciting project, and my university is very keen to be involved in whatever way we can. We're happy to promote what you're doing and to engage with some of your initiatives. We have educators within my university who run professional development courses on these areas. So I think what we're saying is that above all else, that if you're engaging with this field of education and sustainable development, you can only do so effectively if you take it seriously and see it as a long-term commitment. And it's a way of engaging the whole institution in the activities. You may well need to appoint someone who has some special lead responsibility in these areas, but it shouldn't just be left to that one individual. It's that institutional support, and that will take time. But that's why we all need to think about these areas seriously. Because, to be honest, we have no alternative. Climate change is all around us. The future of the planet can be seen all around us, and whatever we do. Many children and young people around the world can get increasingly anxious and concerned about their own future. So we as educational leaders have a responsibility not only to respond to this, but to give some sense of leadership. And it's not about just saying, we've got to do this. It's about how we enthuse and engage people to do this. So I'm very happy to support what you're doing, and I look forward to hearing more about your future activities and work. Thank you very much.